So mad. I recorded this video, 30-minute video, and my mic just decided, not my mic, no, not my mic. OBS just decided not to work. Just why? I don't know. I'm gonna try to make the shortened version of this video now because I'm not going through everything I dwelled on. All I made this video for was because people was capping and trying to say that this game is a mix of both Ninja Gaidens, and that's not true. Okay. The thing was that in the description of Ninja Gaiden Black 2, it says the Xbox experience, the original Xbox 360 experience of the game with the Sigma 2 enhancements, basically, right? Sigma 2 content, which is not true. That's all I'm saying. Team Ninja lied to our faces, okay? With that statement. That is a fact. Do not debate that. Play the game yourself if you don't believe me. Okay? But it's not a hate video. It's not to say don't go out to buy this game or nothing like that. The other thing was that let's delete the 360 version of the game for a second. Just going on Sigma 2 to this game, right? You can't say it's a definitive edition of the game when you took out content. Like there's no online. So don't there's no online unless somebody can prove me wrong. There's no online. A couple of the bosses were removed from the game. A couple of the costume. I don't think there is a costume color in this game, if I'm not mistaken. Used to be able to change the color of the costume. It's not in this game. The only thing that this game is Sigma 2 with blood, and then also the only correction that they want to claim is from the 360, which is not really true. It's just you just limited it in Sigma 2. Is that the store, the upgrade store, you could finally upgrade to level 3 on by the first stage of any store in the game. So there's no restrictions on that. That's basically it, you know. But it's just like, I hate using the word cap. I don't use that word, but people trying to say, "Oh, I'm capping." I'm like, bro, like I played the game as soon as it came out before the Xbox 360 Direct was even finished. You don't believe me? I have the credentials in my channel. You can go see it. I don't tell lies, right? But another thing is, if you're playing this game on console, turn the HDR off. There's a big issue with that. It looks better without the HDR on. So do that. There is some graphical issues in the game, heavy stuff on the console version. If you're playing on PC, there's also graphical issues, except you don't have the tearing issues. It's just more like glitches, like graphical glitches that are just there. I don't know why. It's just they haven't sorted it out. The other thing is there's things in the game that need to be patched that don't work right, like the Falcon Talons. There are two moves or two combos that do not work correctly in that game, depending on the amount of enemies on the screen. So that's a bug. It's definitely it's either a bug or it's a tracking issue that they didn't sort out yet. So they have to fix that. But yeah, man, like Team Ninja, don't do that. Don't say something is one thing and then all your fan base go out to buy this game. Like your heavy fan base, I am heavy on Ninja Gaiden. This is the game that started it all. Went out, got the game as soon as he said it's available today, my Xbox turned on. It wasn't even available on the Microsoft Store. You had to go through the app to get it. And I got the game. Played the stream. It's in the channel. Another thing is too, yes, this game is it's Sigma 2 all over again with graphical upgrades, right? But there are some parts of the game that are lessened from Sigma 2 as well. It's not just lessened from the OG. It's lessened from Sigma 2, but in a weird way. Like there's parts in Sigma 2 that have more enemies than this game, right? But then you have a chapter later on in the game, in the Ninja Gaiden 2 Black version, the Ayane chapter, which is exactly like the Sigma 2 version. It has just as many ninjas on the screen. There's no slowdown issues. I hate that chapter, by the way. It's just a giant cluster of garbage. But if that chapter can handle that many enemies on the screen and everything at the same time, it's like, why didn't you do that earlier in the game? You could have just added more ninjas to make it to make the experience more like the 360 version of the game, and then people wouldn't have felt like they were let down. Because now, like, most people who play the 360 version game, myself included, are gonna play that version in 4K with the upscale, no lag on the Xbox Series X rather than play the newest version of the game. Because not because that game just feels better, it just you're downplaying the definitive version of the game. It's not definitive. It's not. That's just facts. That's just factual stuff. This is not an opinionated thing. Like, you took stuff out the game. You took stuff out the upgrade of the game, the new content version of the game, and you added gore and graphics. But gore and graphics don't change the mechanics or the gameplay of the game. So you can't say that it's a new experience of the game, because gore and graphics don't make it a new experience of the game. Final Fantasy Remake, that is a remade game. That is a new game. It's not a new experience, it's a new game. This is not that. This is not that, bro. But yeah, I'm not saying don't go out and I'm not saying don't go out and not buy this game. I'm just saying, look, Team Ninja lied to your face. Team Ninja lied to my face. Just be aware of that. So if you're looking for like a complete different experience, it's not it, but it's also not a bad game. If you have this version of the game, Sigma 2 right here, if you have this version of the game, you kind of already have this version of the game too. It's the same game with lessened stuff. If you have this version, if you have the Xbox 360 version of the game, you could want two different versions of the game. Enjoy it. It's not a bad game at all. It's just, again, don't lie to your fan base. Don't do that, because that's messed up now. It's now we looking at you like, bro, so is Ninja Gaiden 4 going to be a lie too? Is it going to be, you're saying it's going to be it's going to bring classic Ninja Gaiden fans, like they're going to feel right at home, and then all of a sudden the gameplay is completely like Metal Gear Revengeance, which is not bad, by the way, but like that itself is a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't say one thing and then you go get the game and it's not that. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, just so everybody's aware of that. Like, that's the truth about Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. There's no debating it. This is factual. Whether you like the game or not, that's opinionated. But it is not a combination of both these games. It is Sigma 2 remade with gore and an unrestricted shop. That's the game. Oh, and there's no online. That's the game. So, and there's less bosses. But that's the game. All right. So yeah, I wish I had the original version of this video, because like I was going over some more stuff, like differences with like weapon delay and like how they change like some of the like the recovery of some weapons, and the Falcon Talons don't work right and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll figure it out. If you want to get the game, go get the game. It's Ninja Gaiden. It's still a fun game. It just ain't that definitive edition that you is thinking that it is.